If you've followed my gardening journey on Soil Stories, you already know I'm constantly experimenting with soil boosters, natural amendments, and, every miracle product that pops up in the gardening world. But every once in a while, very rarely, something comes along that doesn't just work, but radically changes the way you garden. That's exactly what happened the first time I tried this deep, dark, almost ink-black microbe liquid that gardeners around the world are quietly calling the secret sauce of explosive harvests. I'll be honest, I'm naturally skeptical of anything that claims to multiply harvests. But after using this black microbe liquid for an entire season and watching my garden go from healthy to jaw-dropping, from productive to overflowing, I can confidently say, this stuff lives up to the hype. And today, I'm breaking down exactly how it works, why it's so powerful, and how you can use it to take your garden from good to unbelievable. I first heard about this liquid from a farmer friend who whispered about it like it was contraband. Just try it, he said. 1 cap per week. Your soil will wake up. Wake up? What did that even mean? But the first time I opened the bottle, I understood. The smell was earthy, sweet, kinda like a forest floor after rain. The liquid itself was jet black, not like compost tea, not like molasses, more concentrated, more alive, and within, say, 3 weeks of using it, my plants responded in a way I'd never seen before. Tomatoes that usually reached my waist suddenly grew past my chest. My kale leaves were, honestly, the size of dinner plates. My peppers turned into heavy, glossy clusters. And my soil, oh my soil, felt soft, rich, and unbelievably active. It wasn't magic, it was microbes. To keep things simple, it's a highly concentrated mix of beneficial microbes, humic acids, and bioactive compounds that, well, supercharge soil life. Think of it as a powerful probiotic drink for your garden. Inside every drop are, well, microorganisms that break down organic matter bacteria, that make nutrients easier for plants to absorb, humic substances that improve soil structure, natural acids that help roots grow deeper and stronger, and organic compounds that feed earthworms and fungal networks. When you pour it into your soil, the effect is immediate. It spreads through your garden like a chain reaction, activating dormant nutrients, improving soil texture, and unlocking minerals plants were never able to reach before. Your soil doesn't just become healthier, it becomes alive. After using it season after season, here's what I've observed, and later confirmed through tons of research and field testing. First, it unlocks nutrients already in your soil. Most soils have tons of nutrients, but they're stuck in forms plants can't use. Microbes convert them into plant-ready food. Second, it restores soil biology, which is actually the true foundation of growth. Healthy soil isn't just dirt, it's an ecosystem. When you add microbes, you rebuild that ecosystem. Third, it dramatically increases root mass. When your roots grow wider and deeper, your harvest automatically doubles or more. It boosts water retention. Humic substances act like tiny sponges. Your soil stays moist longer, meaning less watering and less stress on your plants, especially during heat waves. It strengthens plant immunity. Microbial-rich soil builds resilient plants. My garden saw fewer fungal problems, fewer pests, and almost no nutrient deficiencies. This wasn't a small improvement, it was a complete transformation. If you want harvest-exploding results, consistency is key. Here's how I applied the black microbe liquid week after week. Soil drench. I mixed 1 capful into a full watering can and drenched the base of each plant. Seeds starting. Before planting seeds, I soaked them for about 20 minutes in a diluted mix. The germination rate nearly doubled, and the seedlings grew vigorous, thick stems. Transplant boost. During transplanting, I poured a little into each planting hole. The shock was almost zero. Plants perked up within just a few hours. Compost activation. I added a few tablespoons to my compost pile, and honestly, the heat kicked in almost instantly. the compost broke down faster and became richer. You don't need special tools, you don't need complicated steps, just consistency, and your garden will reward you. After weeks of testing this on different beds, different plant families, and different seasons, here's the transformation that, well, kept me coming back. My soil shifted from dry and tired to soft and crumbly. Earthworms multiplied, literally doubled in number. Leaves looked deeper green, thicker, and more vibrant. Flowering came faster, and fruit set was heavier. Harvest windows lasted longer than ever. And the craziest part? All this happened without adding any synthetic fertilizers. The microbes did the heavy lifting. Whether you're planting in raised beds, containers, or open ground, whether your soil is clay, sandy, compacted, or already fertile, whether you're a beginner or a seasoned grower, microbial amendments level the playing field. They don't rely on soil type. They improve any soil they touch. If you're struggling with poor yields, weak plants, slow growth, or soil that feels lifeless, microbes give you immediate and long-lasting support. Even for experienced gardeners, this becomes a secret weapon for bigger harvests, better soil texture, healthier roots, faster growth, and, yeah, more flavor in your fruits and vegetables. You know, it's really hard to garden the old way once you've seen what microbe-rich soil can become. After, many trials, these insights have made the biggest difference for me. Always keep the soil just slightly moist after application. Microbes really thrive in damp environments. Avoid using strong chemical fertilizers at the same time. They can actually disrupt microbial activity. Store the liquid away from direct sun to keep the cultures alive. Use it early in the morning or late evening to protect all those living organisms from heat. And don't forget to shake the bottle every time before use. Microbes tend to settle. I've tested compost teas, worm teas, seaweed extracts, fish ferts, you name it. They all have benefits, and I still use many of them, but nothing, and I mean nothing, has transformed my soil the way this black microbe liquid has. It didn't just give me more food, it didn't just make gardening easier, it created a thriving, living ecosystem in my backyard. And when your soil is alive, everything else falls into place. This is why I call it one of my biggest gardening breakthroughs on Soil Stories. If you found this guide helpful, imagine what you'll discover in the videos. I share real experiments, soil hacks, harvest tips, and game-changing methods just like this one. Subscribe to Soil Stories on YouTube for more deep, practical gardening wisdom. Share this article with a fellow gardener who wants bigger, healthier, more abundant harvests. Let's keep growing together. Yeah.